Welcome back to my channel. This is Lady Medina giving you the news that you can use to keep you infused and never confused. Well, I came across this article from People. It says 75 doctors from Florida hospitals walk out in protest of unvaccinated patients. We are exhausted. They're getting this from a preventable illness, said Dr. Ethan Chapin of the unvaccinated COVID-19 patients flooding South Florida hospitals. In protest of the deluge of unvaccinated COVID-19 patients filling up area hospitals, around 75 doctors from South Florida staged a walkout on Monday to urge people to get inoculated. Early in the morning before the start of their shifts, the doctors briefly stood outside and spoke against the high number of people in the Palm Beach area who refused to get vaccinated. We are exhausted. Our patients and resources are running low, and we need your help. Dr. Rupesh Daria from Palm Beach Internal Medicine told WFLA News. Florida is currently dealing with the highest number of new COVID-19 infections in the country as the state shatters previous daily records on Monday. Florida reported 21,329 new cases, and the state now has 17,215 people hospitalized with the virus, an increase of 24% over the last 14 days, according to the New York Times. Deaths totaled 228 on Monday, an 86% jump over the last 2 weeks. This time around, this variant is deadlier. It is impacting the lungs quicker. It is eating away at the lungs. It is causing more problems. And the patients are dying quicker. Dr. Ahmed El Haddad of Jupiter Medical Center told WPTV News. The doctor said that they want more Floridians to get vaccinated and prevent this rush of area hospitals. Just over half of the state's population, 52%, is fully vaccinated against COVID-19. The heartbreak now is we're not just going in to work and working long hours, but we're seeing people who don't need to be in the hospital, who are healthy and young, who don't have the comorbidities that we typically see. And they're getting this from a preventable illness, Dr. Ethan Chapin of Jupiter Medical Center told WPTV. Chapin said that it can be frustrating to treat patients who could have avoided getting sick if they had been vaccinated. The irony is difficult to deal with. Sometimes, he said, it's them trying to reach out to us when we've already extended our hand to help them, and they've pushed it aside and ignored our advice, and then they come back asking, and it's frustrating and heartbreaking. I don't know whether to believe this to be real or fake news. However, 75 doctors walked out with over thousands hospitalized, and let's be clear, before their shift. But they claim to be exhausted, but had no concern for their co-workers who were on the shift before them. Their irresponsibility is evident and it's on them. They did it because of the unvaccinated. Are you serious? That's hilarious and creepy. They would even do that when supposedly the hospitals are even as full as they claim. Why didn't they do that in the beginning of all this crap? Because then the finger wouldn't be pointed at the unvaccinated, but at the government, whom allowed people that don't even run this country bring about all this mayhem. See, that's the truth and nothing but the truth. And now, who's going to check me? Because if you think that's going to make me bow down to the hypocrisy, then I'd advise you not to hold your breath. Manipulation at its best, and that is because the devil is always behind it. They're mad because people have woke up and see them for who they are, and if these so-called doctors are standing up for the nefariousness, then they too can kick rocks. Period. Your state is flooded with people who don't wear masks because of your governor. And wearing masks and social distancing is another option. It sure was in the beginning of this pandemic before the jab numbers were down. But no one wants to hear that. Your leaders are the one you should be losing patience with and not your patience. Go whine and complain to them about how they are running their government and states. This jab isn't saving anyone, as we see the inoculated getting these breakthrough infections. And that's what has been blasted on the news. Or do you want to claim that as being fake news? With over half the population inoculated, I can't even understand how it is possible for you to even have as many hospitalized because your government spoke so much about herd immunity. And it seems like that was a lie and proves that jab ain't working anyways, but I digress. It is very evident where this is all going. I think it is a very dangerous thing to point fingers at other grown people who choose not to participate and know exactly what they are doing for themselves. Other grown people minding other people's business doesn't have nothing to do, because if you have it, you are safe. You did it because you believed that you are going to fare well. Do not point fingers where they don't belong. They should be directed towards your leaders. Make it make sense, because that's dangerous, a very dangerous thing, and it's causing division. Wake up and realize that. Leave your comments. Please like and subscribe and share. Peace. Until the next video.